Yo, welcome to Lore Gains. My name is Alvin. Today we have Clarabelle in the house, putting in some work. If you've been curious to see the gameplay and how this deck works, this is your video. All right, guys, we have green-blue versus blue-steel. I will be piloting blue-steel. My deck list is here, one of these sides, and green-blue is gonna be down below. I wasn't piloting it, and I will be getting the deck list soon, so you guys will be able to see it. Also, if you're enjoying this type of content, like, subscribe, join the community, guys. We are growing together. Having that said, let's jump straight into the video. We are on the draw. We're on the draw, slight disadvantage, but our opponent pops off with the Tipo Fishbone Quill, and we have a sad little Smee by himself, but we do see the Fishbone Quill. So green-blue works by ramping their hand, dumping their whole hand, making their way up to 7 ink, then playing the Clarabelle. Clarabelle is a 7/7 cost. Her effect says, there she is, oh my god. He's gonna draw 4 cards. Her effect says, at the end of your turn, you draw cards until you have the same amount as your opponent. Extremely broken, very, very strong. Her stat line is 5/6, quest for 2. What do you guys think about Clarabelle? I got mega cooked in one of the games. Well, we'll find out if this is one of them. I don't want to spoil it yet. We lead off with Mr. Cogsworth. I want him to challenge into my Smee, or I want him to exert the Clarabelle because we have a Zeus in hand, and that's going to put in some work. I didn't want to draw Flavorsham. I don't want to risk him inking his whole hand, especially because he has a Quill. He can drop everything into his inkwell. He can play stuff out. He has a lot of ink, and then draw until he has the same amount. So I don't want to put him in that position, or I don't want to put myself in that position. He ends up bouncing with Gothel. Does he draw? Yeah, he ends up drawing 3 cards. Oh my god. That's insane. It's so good. This is going to be an uphill battle. But you know what? We're not out of the game yet. Also, the tank top gains are back. Shout out to you, Ryan, for calling me out on the last video. I still don't want to draw with Flavorsham. I want to wait for his Clarabelle to exert so we can challenge with Smee and clear it out with Zeus. Then we can start drawing cards. We're not in a position to allow him to ink more cards, dump his hand, and draw into more threats. He already has a stronger board than we do, and his Flavorsham draw engine is online. So maybe, I don't know, he has double Quill, so he can easily just Flavorsham draw, ink, whatever he draws into, have unlimited inkwell. But after a few games, I kind of figured it out. You want to be aggressive against that deck. In one of the games, I ended up playing a 1-drop hook, a Smee, then a 3-drop, some other character, then another Smee, and I just kept playing characters. I also mulliganed. I didn't want to see my draws. I didn't want to see my popsicles, so I just wanted to see the characters. Ramp, I was totally okay with the ramp. Totally missed it, but I cleared out the Clarabelle. The plan worked, the Zeus into the Smee, taking her out. She has 6 willpower, so she's a big girl. We play the Flavorsham, so now we're okay drawing cards. The odds of him having another one, they're not terrible, but they're not great. So I'm okay with drawing and trying to catch back up. But at this point, it's a race. He has the lucky dime. He's gonna be gaining lore regardless of what we deal with. If it's Flavorsham or if it's the Mother Gothel, I think. Also, guys, if you're not familiar with Mother Gothel, when she's played, your opponent chooses a character and bounces it back to the hand. Cards like You're Welcome also bounce a card. I think it's item, land, or character back to the deck, and that player draws 2 cards. So Clarabelle works really well with this combo, with this type of play, or yeah, style, bouncing cards to your opponent's hand, so that way you can draw with Clarabelle. Kind of crazy. I like it though. It's a very strong deck. So we're looking like we're pretty much cooked. It's not looking too great. I ended up singing with Cogsworth. We put the Flavor Sham in the inkwell. I just didn't want to give him more draw power. If he draws into a bell, actually we're even on items. So if he draws into a big Tamatoa, he can gain. Oh my God, he has the Mufasa and the Clarabelle. Okay, we're cooked. We're done. He's gonna gain 2 off of the Lucky Dime, putting him at 14. And actually, no, sorry. He's gonna gain 4 off of the Mufasa, putting him at 16. He quests with Mother Gothel, 17, 18, right? Not the Clarabelle, there you go. Putting him at 18, and that's GG's. There's nothing in my deck that can take us out of this, and that is game. All right, that was a good game. That was fun. Him dropping the Clarabelle on turn, what was it, 4? Turn 3, turn 4 was insane. Tipo into the Fishbone Quill, into Clarabelle, dumping in his whole can, drawing 4 cards, just pushes you so far ahead. Guys, can we take this game 2? Let's find out. We're on the draw again. I wanted to post videos on the draw because it is a little bit more challenging, and I want to be in a challenging position and try to win. So we end up dropping the Smee, just in case he ends up singing with his Tipo, exerting him, we can take him out. He does run a lot of 2-cost songs. We don't like singers unless we're playing them, right? Shout out Amber Steel. So Smizmaster is by himself. I ended up, okay, so we have a Fishbone Quill. We're slowly making our way up with ink, dumping our hand-ish. We also want to be slightly conservative. We don't want to completely get rid of our resources, then we have nothing to play. He has two ladies on board. He bounces the Smee. Okay. Let's see. We have a Flavor Sham in hand. We also have our Smee. We have a Cusco, the one that inks a item or land into the player's inkwell. I feel like we need to just ramp. Also, I didn't want to play the Flavor Sham, or I didn't want to keep him in hand because he's coming up on his 7 ink, and if I play Flavor Sham and I draw cards, he's just gonna dump his hand or just ink 1, play it, and then go up to the same amount of cards that I do. It's a tricky deck. It's very strong. It has its game plan set, and it works most of the time. We have a big Mufasa in hand. I don't see it coming down anytime soon. We play 6. We ink his Popsicle because he didn't drop the Clarabelle last turn. It makes me think he doesn't have it. But if he top decks a Flavor Sham and he plays it, then it's gonna put him ahead. Him having a draw engine online, it means trouble. So we want to avoid that. Inks a Fishbone Quill, plays the Mufasa. What's he gonna get back? He has a Tipo in there. I saw his cards when he was shuffling. He has a Tipo, Fishbone Quill. He has a Popsicle, so nothing too threatening. I love the Cusco. His 3/5 stat line is solid. He quests for 2. He costs 6, so him getting rid of things feels really good. He can ink. Oh, that's good. Mufasa's coming down. He's gonna put in some work. So the Cusco is also very good inking the dime, the Lucky Dime, so that way they can't get it back with Tamatoa. Very spicy. I don't know if I want to do anything here besides quest with Cusco. Yeah, I think we just quest with the Cusco. Next turn, we're gonna have to do some shenanigans. We did get our dime back. There it is. We got our dime back with the Mufasa effect, which was very clutch. Dime's gonna be crucial in this match because he's gonna want to control our board, and we need to get his Mufasa off the board. If he sees his dime, we're in trouble. No draw engine on his side yet. Clarabelle is not going to do much because we only have 1 card in hand, but Flavor Sham will. There she is. He also has 1 card in hand. He doesn't have... Does he ink it? He probably needs that since he's not going to ink it. He probably needs that card, so it must be something good. Has to be something good. So there's a crazy line that I can do this turn to push us way ahead and pretty much set us up for game, or as close as we can to game. I hope I take it. I don't remember exactly what I did, and I haven't reviewed it yet, but let's see if we take the line. If I don't, I'll let you guys know what it is, but it involves a lot of questing and a lot of diming. Okay, so I challenged. I don't know if that's definitely wasn't the optimal thing to do. I think the optimal thing was quest with Mufasa, Cusco, Cogsworth, ink that, fire the cannons, then pay 2 for dime, gaining us 4. So total that would have gained us 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, putting us at 16. And then we use the Fortisphere to give bodyguard to the Mufasa. There's no way he can take out Mufasa and our other characters unless there's no way because our Cogsworth has ward. So that was a huge misplay. Let me know if you guys agree with that line, by the way. Let me know if that was correct. We draw into an Tinkerbell. Inking, man, really gets to you. Okay, we pay 2 and we gain 4. Damn it, I only gained 2. Come on, Alvin. I was gassed out. A long day of work. My brain was not bueno. But we made that play. This is why we play test, guys. And this is why I make the mistakes, so that way you can learn and we get better from it. That's also why we review, because it makes us better players. Next time we won't make that same mistake, because it could have cost us the game. We'll find out. But I feel like that definitely was the line earlier, to just quest him with everything. Mufasa readies the ink. Okay. He bounces back his muses because he doesn't want me to take him out with my Tinkerbell. But we're gonna just quest in, probably, or we're gonna challenge into Clarabelle, clear the other Clarabelle. Just gonna depend on what we draw here. We're definitely diming. We gain 2. This one's for sure 2. Can't believe I missed the last two lore. Double quest. Did I draw into a damage or removal card? I'm taking my sweet time here. Okay, there's the Zeus. All right, that makes sense. So we clear the Clarabelle. So we're putting him on must have a removal for Tinkerbell. Does he have it? No, he just has a Clarabelle and the mooses. GG's, guys. That was fun. I hope you guys learned a lot and you enjoyed the content. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comments down below, please. If I missed anything, if I have any misplays or any recommendations, any lines that you would prefer to take. Having that said, I will see you guys next time.